Hi, Fit Tribe.
Hey guys, back at you.
Yes, we're coming back at you. We did kind of a section of our Zoom with my friend Gary Stern, but now we just wanted to get with you personally and catch up a little bit.
Touch base on the first week, into the first week.
Yes. So first of all, thank you so much, for being a part of this. And I love watching how organic everything is as far as everybody joining into each other's conversations, sharing recipes and stories, experiences, pictures.
Yeah.
It's been really amazing. And you guys are totally rocking this. So proud.
And I want to encourage you guys that you're building, each week you're going to be building on what you're learning. So you've learned some things, you're going through a learning curve, and you're going to just keep building on that. You're going to get better and better and better as we go. And we're just trusting this journey. We're just picking ourselves up when we mess up. And we're really, this is one thing that I really hope everybody is doing, is celebrating all the good choices that they're making that the most important thing, not where you've messed up. Because we tend to many times go, make it so wrong that we ate that, crap, or we did this, we did that, something we didn't want to do, or we make that the big deal, but we forget to make the big deal all the great stuff we are doing. And that's something really important, because we're changing our relationship with ourselves and food and fitness and all of those things that create quality of life, longevity of life, and really joy. So we want to just kind of lean into this in a really, really good way all around. And a lot of it's mental. So I just want to always remind you guys of that.
Well, and thank you for mentioning that, because, we were so quick on Monday and we really didn't get to, talk about the whole process and everything like that. And I think that's half of it. I mean, one of the things that we talk about are, first of all, not putting limits on yourself as far as what you think your body and your mind and your heart can or cannot do, right? I mean, the whole idea is to come with an open heart, open mind, and open arms, and just accept and celebrate. And another thing is that I really don't want you guys to be too hard on yourselves. My big thing is positivity. You wake up and you say something positive about yourself and your body and your life right when you wake up from the start, and you're not allowed to really no judgment on yourself. Right. So I really want you to focus the next 6 weeks on practicing that, because that's hard in itself, and we're all our own worst self-critics. So I think if we can really keep that to a minimum or eliminate it, that's half the battle right there.
100%. So a couple of things for check-in. We're going to go over just a couple of things for check-in for this week.
Well, first of all, let's go back to the whole process. We're really diving into the whole diet and everything like that. We've been grocery shopping and everything, and I love everybody sharing what they're finding. Feel free to reach out and say, where the heck is this in the store? Or should I get this on Amazon or Lucky's Market? I'm going to try to get out to Lucky's too and look at some products out there and let you know where that is, possibly even Aldi's, so that we kind of know where it's at. That being said, is that we also need to focus on the fasting. The intermittent fasting is really, really an important part for your body to prepare itself. There were questions on, like, when you wake up, can you have coffee and tea? Yes, you can. Just don't put almond milk. The idea is to not really consume carbohydrates, sugars, calories. So keep it to a minimum: water, coffee, tea, no sweetener or anything like that. And if you need to work yourself up, like if the fasting thing is really, really hard for you and you wake up starving, all right, then focus on like not eating for 13 hours or 12 hours first, and then maybe the next day you move it up to 12 hours and 15 minutes, that kind of thing. I don't want anybody passing out. This is not a starvation diet. We don't calorie count. All right. I don't want anybody starving.
The fast is for the body to heal. And that's really it. It's not for calories or anything like that. So if you have to start with not eating after 7 and until 7 the next morning,
that's great. That's 12 hours right there.
Right,
that's
exactly.
It. Yeah.
And then you can increase as you test your body.
Exactly.
And see what, test it. This is all about finding what's going to work for you too.
And I think it's really important too to if you really, really are super hungry, try to drink some water and see if you're dehydrated first, okay? And then also too, once you do eat something, okay, you need to let it rest, because our first instinct is like, oh, I'm starving, I'm gonna eat this. Oh, I'm still hungry, I'm gonna go back for a second. 15 minutes. I'm begging everybody to give yourself 15 minutes between between when you're done eating that first portion and when you go back for seconds. Okay.
And one thing, a tip on that is you're less hungry when you eat a complete meal. So a nutrient dense meal. So you have your protein, you have your complex carbs, and your healthy fat. Those together, and of course you want to have the majority of it being the veggies, But when you, like for breakfast, you can do a lot of things that make you very satisfied and stay full for a lot longer, so you're not going to feel that need to go and snack.
Right.
A lot of times that we definitely want to move away from consuming empty calories and really nutrient dense calories. And everything that we're sharing is giving you guys that.
Yeah. Another thing that we were kind of talking about to recap Monday is that I know that most of you were okay with the weigh-in and the measurements and this, that, and the other, but there were a few that weren't, and that's fine. Everybody has their privacy and their, and that's your personality, and I love that about you. I wouldn't change it for a thing. My wish is, and my hope is that you do it for yourself. If you could, just go ahead and weigh yourself and measure yourself, even if it's today or tomorrow, if you haven't done so already, and keep a benchmark, okay?
Yeah.
At the end of the 6 weeks, what I'd really love to do is do a collective what we've done. So if you'll just share with me at the end, maybe, and it's not, listen, pounds lost, you might or might not lose pounds. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that you will, but it is very relative to what we're doing working out wise and everything like that. And 6 weeks really isn't that long, and hormones and all that. Right now, we're just trying to clean the body out.
That's right.
The cleaning out is the most important thing, right? So you might or might not lose weight. And if you do, it'd be great if as a collective, we could show how many pounds were lost and how many inches were lost. All right. So if you'll do me a huge solid and keep that for yourself, and you just can at the end tell me. All right. You don't even have to tell me as we go. Another thing is that some people are coming to me and telling me that you've already lost weight. That's amazing, and I'm so proud of you. I'm so glad you're excited. I just want you to be careful about weighing yourself daily.
Yes, I would request that you don't weigh yourself daily, and that if at the very maximum once a week, if you must weigh yourself. Mm-hmm. Or if you can just do it, don't weigh yourself at all. Let's just wait. And the reason why is because it has to do with a lot of what our brain gets connected to and what we worry about or fear, because we're looking at something in a small little picture, little pinhole picture, which is the weight. We don't see anything else that's going on in the body. And we also don't know that sometimes it takes this or this to happen, mm-hmm. and then the weight comes off later. Right. And so you don't want to believe that you're not losing weight. Our minds are so powerful. If you believe that you're not losing weight, you're going to restrict yourself from losing weight. So let's just let that be. We're focusing on the joy of this process and realizing what we're really doing inside of our body, which is just cleansing out all these things that we're doing, but we're loving our body. Our challenge, commit to you. We're committing to ourselves to bring ourselves from where we are to maybe closer to our best self. And that's what we want to focus on. And then, so weigh yourself once a week, or just wait. Once every 2 weeks, whatever you want to do.
And I'm really glad you said that too, because this whole challenge was really to introduce to you the idea, okay, of a lifestyle change, and to let you know that you are, you can do this, and that these healthy changes are very easy. They are very satisfying, and they could take you to a different stage in your life where you're like, I could do this, and this is amazing, and I feel better, and this is this is how I'm going to do going forward. Correct. All right. As far as, and I'm not going to tell you how to do it now, but if it's something like the next 6 weeks that we've eliminated that you're like dying to have back, even at the end of the 6 weeks, then let's talk about how to reintroduce that, because it actually is a form and a way to reintroduce the foods that we've eliminated. Yep. Now, another side to that is if you kick this challenge's ass, okay, and you're like, well, that was so easy, I didn't have to really change much, or like, I want to take it even to the next level, then Jen and I can help you out with the Arbonne cleanse and the elimination diet, and a different time if you're really wanting to go to a whole nother level, okay? But right now we wanted to give you tips and tools and knowledge and ideas for this anti-inflammatory diet that is proven, scientifically proven, to make you in a better state to repair yourself, for the body to repair itself and absorb what we're putting into our bodies in a better way, in a more efficient way. So, what else do we want to talk about? I am going to do a shopping trip tomorrow at 11. So it's Saturday. Let's see, what's the date of that? Saturday the 21st. Is that right? Saturday the 21st. We're going to go to the O'Galley Publix around 11. So if you're interested, just PM me, DM me, text me, whatever. What else can you think about that we had questions on? We're kind of here by ourselves, so we don't have a lot of questions. Oh, snacks. So I did get like, what can you eat for snacks? Thank you, Linda, for that question before. So I always have sugar snap peas, carrots, and celery, and guacamole in my refrigerator. So I always snack on that. Those egg fins that we talked about before, they're great with some salmon on it. Roll it up, eat that for a snack. Almonds or nuts. I'm a huge cashew person personally, so I love cashews. So I'm constantly eating cashews or almonds.
When you, just a note though, on the almonds and cashews,
yes,
small handfuls.
Yes,
you can snack on those and eat way too many and not realize it.
I totally agree.
So just a small little handful is a snack.
And it's so filling already. And, and what I do is I actually portion. I pour it into a container. Like, I think having a bag of anything in front of you is dangerous, right? Good point. So I go ahead and pour it into a little bowl. I have all those little kiddie bowls. I love those little crocks. You know, when you have those little crocks at home that like you can put do a little bundt cake or little creme brulees and stuff in. If you're a baker like me. I have like teeny tiny little bowls. So I just put like a portion or a serving size in that, and I eat that. And then also too, I do like almond butter. Again, you have to be careful with the nut butters. So I sometimes eat that on celery. Also too, a smoothie. A smoothie is great for a snack. And I even love just like plain, like I'll just eat the smoked salmon. I just eat that. Right. So hard boiled egg, fantastic. What else can you suggest besides like chips and things like that?
Well, I always think a green apple with a little bit of almond butter is fabulous.
Yeah, I love apples and butter, actually. Yeah. Yeah.
Green apple is low glycemic. It's a great, very fibrous. It's a great option.
Those, I think I showed you, or maybe I didn't show you, the Siete has tortillas, right? The cassava or almond flour tortilla. And that's really great too if you heat that up and put a little bit of the almond butter on it. And you can even do almond butter and a little bit of honey. Very tasty. That's good. Or you can even have a slice of ham. If you're not vegan, you can have one of those tortillas with a slice of ham. And then if you wanted to add, the organic ham, the Applegate Farms. I do the no hormones, no nitrates. It's the Black Forest ham is my favorite, and that's an Applegate Farm section. And I do that. And then if you're a cheese person, you could add the cheese that we talked about that we showed you from Publix the other day, the mozzarella or the manchego.
Non-dairy?
Well, it's sheep's cheese, goat's milk, that kind of cheese. Now, you could use a non-dairy cheese too.
Yeah, and I would limit anything processed, even non-dairy cheese. I would limit anything that is processed, not non-processed, processed. Yeah. And one thing I want to mention on the snacking, we don't want to eat continuously. We don't want to be somebody that has to constantly be snacking, because not for the calories, but because our digestion never gets a break. And you want your digestion to get a break. So it's like eat a dense meal, take a snack if you must between, you want to keep your blood sugar level. So that's really the reason, having a good choice for a snack so you don't go up and down with your blood sugar. So if you need something, have one of the healthy snacks, have a lunch. If you need something between lunch and dinner, have a healthy snack. Just don't be snacking all the time. I would much rather you eat meals and then wait in between your meals, because it's really powerful.
And if you really are doing that 16-8, right, you only have an 8-hour window to eat. So I don't snack that much. So I'll have my eggs at the beginning of the 8-hour window, and then I might have a greenie with a handful of almonds or some guacamole and snap peas, and then I eat at like 5 p.m., right? Or if you eat at 7 p.m., that's still not a huge window.
But do your best. So take these, and we're making progress. We're not going to be perfect, and Susan and I aren't perfect by any means, so we're making progress. I make a lot of protein bars, homemade protein bars beforehand. Those are great snacks because sometimes they're my lunch, a little more than like a little snack size if I don't have time for a healthy lunch, and then grab some veggies or something to eat.
Those are in the recipes?
I did do those in the recipes. Well, no, I don't know if I did, to be honest with you.
She's going to share the recipes.
Yes.
I want to know how to make a protein bar. I don't know how to make a protein bar. That sounds amazing.
Good.
Well, I do actually. I know how to make an almond ball, like these balls made with almond butter. So I can share that too. I'll share that too.
I don't make anything. I'm not a sweet tooth and I hate baking. But I made, it wasn't really, it was basically, it took me 2 seconds. I just stirred it and put it in. A homemade Reese cup. And it's coconut oil and chocolate protein powder and almond butter.
Yeah.
So
amazing.
it was so good, actually. It was impressive. Okay.
All right.
So,
I think that's all we got. Right?
Yep.
Is that all we have?
so guys, just this weekend, if you need a fruit, it's all in the prepping. So do food prepping this weekend, do your shopping this weekend, be prepared for next week. We're hitting week 2 next week. So well done.
Yes. Yay!
Good job, people.
So proud of you.
And we'll see you soon.
Yeah. Bye.